Welcome to the channel. Today I'm taking a close look at the 2026 Mazda CX-20, what it gets right, where it might trip up, and whether it's worth considering. You'll get a full feel for the interior, the exterior, how it drives, and what it costs. Let's start with how it looks from the outside. The CX-20 presents a clean, sculpted design that carries the brand's Kodo language. The body lines are smooth, the proportions compact yet purposeful. The front end features a prominent grille, elegant headlights with modern LED signature lighting, and the overall stance suggests a sporty but practical crossover. From the side you'll notice relatively short overhangs, a gently arching roofline and an absence of overly aggressive cladding, which gives it a more refined character than some of its rivals. At the rear the taillights are sleek and wrap elegantly into the surface, the hatch is wide and the tailgate overall feels well integrated. It's not radical in every respect, but it strikes a fine balance between style and subtle sophistication. On the styling side I also like that the design doesn't scream budget crossover. The detailing around the door mirrors, the flush appearance of the body panels and the way the wheels fill the arches all contribute to a premium feel. For buyers who want something visually distinctive but not over the top, the CX-20 checks that box. On the downside, with so many crossovers out there the look might not turn heads like some ultra-bold models, but in a quieter way it feels mature and intentional. Moving inside the cabin, the interior is one of the stronger aspects of the vehicle. Materials appear high quality for the class, with soft touch surfaces, refined trim elements and a cohesive design that flows nicely. The layout is driver-centric. Controls are well placed, the screen and center stack feel logical and everything seems built with usability in mind. The seating is comfortable, supportive and the second row gives adequate room for adult passengers for everyday use. The cargo area is decent for this size of vehicle, making the CX-20 a practical choice for families or weekend trips. Infotainment and tech features are up to date, smartphone integration, a sizable center display, connectivity options, and driver assistance systems as standard are available. On safety the CX-20 doesn't skimp either, with features such as adaptive cruise, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking and more, providing a solid safety package. One of the triumphs here is how it presents a near-premium interior experience without the ultra-premium price tag. As always, there are trade-offs. Perhaps you won't get ultra-luxury finishes in every trim, and some high-end rivals may offer larger screens or more bespoke accents, but for the value the CX-20 offers a compelling interior. Now on to performance and driving experience. Under the hood the CX-20 is powered by a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-4 producing around 227 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque in certain markets. The transmission is a 6-speed automatic and the car is available with all-wheel drive. What this translates to in real-world driving is a vehicle that feels competent in both city and highway conditions. The throttle response is decent, the torque helps with overtaking and uphill runs, and the handling remains engaging for a crossover rather than just purely soft and floaty. Mazda has long been praised for making vehicles that are fun to drive even when they are practical, and the CX-20 lives up to that heritage. Steering is precise, body roll is reasonably controlled and the ride quality strikes a comfortable balance between firmness for dynamics and compliance for everyday comfort. Fuel economy may not match the ultra-efficient hybrids or EVs, but in its class the CX-20 holds its own. It's not extreme in its performance, but it delivers a good mix of usable power, refinement and everyday usability. One thing to watch: with turbo engines and all-wheel drive systems comes possibly higher maintenance costs, slightly lower fuel economy relative to base non-turbo rivals, and possibly a firmer ride than a purely economy-focused crossover. But if you value driving dynamics and refinement, those trade-offs may well be worth it. Finally, pricing and value. In the Dubai, UAE market one listing shows the 2026 CX-20 priced at 111,910 United Arab Emirates dirhams for example. Other listing in Egypt shows a different price. While Mazda has not yet released full global pricing details in every market, this gives a rough idea of the value proposition. For that money you get the design quality, the engine performance, and the advanced interior. Compared with some rivals that may charge more for similar or lesser packages, the CX-20 offers very strong bang for buck. If you factor in long-term reliability, brand reputation, and the driving refinement, the overall value looks very good. Of course, local pricing will vary depending on import duties, taxes, trim levels, and options, especially in markets like Pakistan where duties can add significantly to cost. So if you're watching from Pakistan, as you are, you'll want to check local distributor pricing and import costs. To sum up, the 2026 Mazda CX-20 is a very strong contender in the compact SUV crossover segment. Its exterior strikes a fine aesthetic balance, the interior is refined and well thought out, the performance is lively and Mazda has fun driving DNA built in, and the pricing is competitive for what you're getting. For someone who wants a crossover that doesn't feel like a compromise and who enjoys driving as much as practicality, this car is a great choice. If I had to call out a few caveats, check whether the local market gets all the features as some trims may be tiered down. Check service and parts availability in your region if imported. And if maximum fuel efficiency or ultra-low cost of ownership is your top priority, there may be simpler rivals or hybrids that out-economize this. But if you lean toward the premium feel and driving experience, the CX-20 delivers. Thanks for watching this review. If you found it useful, hit like, subscribe and leave a comment below. What do you think of the 2026 Mazda CX-20? Would you pick one?